Hi everyone, welcome to my reaction video for The Next Prince episode 7. If you don't know me, my name is Brinley, or you can call me Bren, and today we will be reacting to the 7th episode of The Next Prince. Something I like to do on my channel is I like to dress for the theme of the series, or the theme of the episode. Last week, I dressed for clubbing, and this week I decided I was going to switch things up, because I have some more royal outfits planned, but I think I want to save them for a little bit more later in the series. But today I got a little inspired. I said, I'm dressing like how I would dress if I went to Morpheus, which is the university in The Next Prince. So as you can tell, it is a gray sweater vest. This is the preppiest I can get, chat. Okay, I'm not a very preppy person. You know, my style is a lot more suburban mom who drives a Subaru and wears Birkenstocks. That's more my style. So this is about as preppy as I get. So hi, I'm a student at Morpheus. Nice to meet you. Okay, well, before we jump into the episode, please make sure you are subscribed, give this video a like, and let me know what you think about it down below. Okay, let's hop into it. Are we being baited right now? They're gonna get interrupted.
Come on.
Ain't no way they don't get interrupted. It's like that meme, press X to doubt. They're getting interrupted. I don't know by who, but it's too early in the episode for something to be happening, in my opinion. They went back in for more. Good for them. I'm glad Choran is giving in. I thought at one point once he kind of came back to himself, he'd be like, Your Majesty, we cannot, Your Majesty. But no, he's giving in. Like I said, I can see them getting interrupted in their future. Ah!
ท่านชายเล็กกลับมาแล้วเหรอพี่คะ
That's so awkward.
ก็มอง
Okay, at least it was him that caught y'all and not someone, literally anyone else would have been bad for y'all to get caught. Wait, I know this house. Is that where they shot Love in the Air? Chats, one of you knows. Tell me. Looks like Love in the Air. Oh my god, it most certainly is. That headboard. That headboard is so unique. I will never forget this headboard. And the first time I ever saw it, I think, was Love in the Air. So, also, does Calvin live in the Love in the Air house? Someone brought him home. Is this his house? No, I think he'd be freaking out if he wasn't. If it wasn't, right?
ตื่นแล้วเหรอ
Chat, I did not expect a Nut JJ meal. I knew they would be in the episode. But oh, I'm so excited. So I'm wondering, is this Jay's house? Is this Calvin's house? Let's find out.
จำได้ไหมเนี่ยว่าเมื่อคืนทำอะไรลงไป
Calvin, what did you do? Calvin, what did you do? Jay looks... I feel like Jay would be wearing a more mischievous look if it was something like I'm thinking. My mind is just in the gutter. Because, you know, I'm trash and my mind is always in the gutter with the other trash, so... Also, what I do have to say, though, is the look on Calvin's face when he saw that Jay was in this kitchen, whether it's his house or Jay's house, he had this micro expression on his face that was giving happiness. Net syrup pop, you are so talented, sir.
เจ๊ไปส่งผมหน่อยสิ
เฮ้ยคุณ
Oh, Calvin, you're bold when you're drunk. Oh, sir. Oh, no, I bet Jay doesn't believe that you're a prince. Oh, Calvin.
คุณจะเป็นเจ้าชายปลอมตัวมา
That's, chat, is called dramatic irony. When we, the audience, know what a character doesn't. And we go, ah, that's crazy that he brought that up, or we laugh, or we cringe. Not cringing in this case, but in this case, it makes me go, ooh, Jay is not gonna like that he's a prince, I don't think.
นี่อร่อยอ่ะ
อ่ะ เอานี่มา
We're never getting through this episode. I keep stopping every single time they do anything. The fact that, Calvin is a simp. I feel like Ned always gets typecasted to play simps, and I kind of love that. Because, like, his character in Love Upon a Time 100% is, like, if you were to look up the definition of the simp, you would find Pop. Calvin is also a simp. The fact that Jay's like, oh, this is pretty good. And he goes, oh, would you like mine? Would you like mine? Give me, oh, come on. You can have mine. It's okay. Okay, simp. Okay, Captain Simp. Okay. Oh, I love Calvin. Well, this scene is the gift that keeps on giving. I thought we wouldn't get any more of them this episode.
บ้านผมอยู่ที่มีนานาครินทร์น่ะคุณลองไปที่นั่นไหมเดี๋ยวผมเป็นไกด์ให้
Oh, Jay, you're inviting him to your house already? Are you also equally as down bad? Look, Calvin looks very happy about this development. Yes, he does. I know that's right.
ขบวนไฟป่าที่นัดกัน 5 โมงเย็นน่ะเปลี่ยนที่นะมึง
Oh, he's there for activism.
ตลาดกลางเมือง
Ooh, this is another good look on Conan. Conan's holding his head high. He got a kiss. He's feeling pretty dang good about his scheme. I just know it. That's my schemer.
Oh, ท่านชายเล็กทรง
Is he trying to get Chakri to leave him alone with Charan?
ให้คุณชลันตามมาได้แค่คนเดียว
Oh, he just said it. I support Conan in his endeavors to pull Charan. Okay, I support it. And all he has to say is, oh, he's just guarding me. He's just guarding me. That's why he's coming with me. No worries. Okay? And it'll be fine because he's there. Yeah. I know your game, Conan. What's the scheme? Tell me what the scheme is.
คุณเรียกผมมาทำไมอะ
That certainly is this gambit is a big gambit, and I admire that Conan is taking the risk. I really do. Hello? Conan, that's bold as hell. I feel like we're getting baited. And I also feel like Charan is getting baited, and I kind of love that. I love that because Conan's got his schemes and he has his little gambits, and I think it's funny and I love it for him. That's bold. I feel like we're misunderstanding.
เพราะผมอยากคุยเรื่องที่ทวิชเมธาครับคุณคิดว่าฝีมือใคร
Okay, I bet that's not where Charan thought this conversation was going. But I'm also curious to find out who Charan thinks is like behind the continued attacks against Conan. Because I think at this point it could be anybody, right? It could be anyone. I don't honestly think anyone is safe except Charan and his friend. And of course Conan, because Conan wouldn't organize an attack against himself, right? But you guys got what I was saying.
เพราะถ้าตั้งใจมาทำร้ายมันง่ายไปไม่น่าจะมาง่ายๆหรือไม่
Well, I actually think Charan is right about it being a test. But I don't know. I think there's more than meets the eye, and I feel like it being the snakes is way too obvious. And at least at this point in the show, they're trying not to make things way too obvious. They're trying to make us think. So we'll see. I knew it. I knew people would film them and it would like blow up. I knew it.
แต่ก็เป็นที่ถูกใจผู้คนในสื่อโซเชียลพะยะค่ะ
Because people love it when people are real. Even when they're royal. Well, of course, there'll always be some crazies. But I wonder how the king's gonna react. He's so down bad. Conan.
ต้องขอประทานอภัยที่ทำให้พระองค์ขุ่นเคืองพระทัย
Why is the king so pressed about keeping them apart? That is really, I want to know. I know we won't, it'll be like a reveal, I know. But I'm so curious because like clearly you shouldn't figure it out. The king has all these gambits and all these little chess pieces, right? And I think what he doesn't like is that Conan is causing Charan to not move in the way that he wants him to be as a pawn for him. But the other thing is he wants Conan to fall in line and move like the bishop or the pawn or whatever he sees Conan as in his little Game of Thrones. And the issue is, first of all, you've known Conan for a bit now. You know he's not going to do that. You know he got the schemer gene, okay? And you also know that he doesn't really give two craps about the competition at this point. And so, like, if you were smart, which the king is smart, but not this smart, because he should encourage Charan and Conan, because then he could try. I'm surprised he's not trying to encourage it and then manipulate it to his own devices. I'm surprised that his immediate thought is they must be separate. This cannot happen. Because it's letting go of his power and control, and when someone is selfish and power hungry, that's really hard for them to do, I guess. But this is going to massively backfire on him.
ปลดจากหน้าที่โค้ชเจ้าชายคณินกักบริเวณห้ามพบเจ้าชายคณิน
He's locking him up?
เราไม่
The king, he said confined. He's gonna lock him up? Oh, Conan is about to have a Conan crash out. Trademarked. Trademarked that. A Conan crash out over this. And I don't blame him. I'm about to have a Conan crash out myself. Oh, the king when I catch you. Oh.
เสด็จปู่จะปลดคุณชลันไม่ได้ หลานไม่ยินยอม
All I know is that the gossip in the kitchens went crazy this day. Oh, the gossip was flying around the castle. I just know it. Also, props to Conan for standing up for himself. Good job. Good job.
แต่เจ้าคงรู้ว่าเราทำเช่นนี้เพราะเหตุใด
There's clearly something we as the audience do not know yet.
ไอ้แกนั่นคงไม่อยากให้หลานชายตัวเอง
Oh,
คบหาคนต่างชนชั้น
the way I was just about to say that. And this idiot took it right out of my mouth. Sorry, y'all know how I feel about Rachita. Me and him got beef. Also, that is very ironic coming from you, sir. Oh, don't piss me off more, Rachita. Oh, don't even play. Don't even play right now.
นี่เป็นโอกาสที่เหมาะสมที่จะให้คนของเราแทรกเข้าไปอยู่ข้างตัวท่านชายคณินและประจวบเหมาะ
Oh, hold on. Why are you telling us this?
มีนักกีฬาฟันดาบ
Why are they telling us this? You would think, writing-wise, they wouldn't want to tell us this yet. Because obviously the way they're setting it up, we're already going to be suspicious of the coach. So why are they telling us this right now? They're doing the opposite of last week. Like, maybe this is something that could have been revealed after we met the coach already and had our suspicions tuned in. Oh, I just know some people.
ได้มอบหมายให้โค้ชท่านนี้เป็น
I think some people are gonna think this actor who's playing the coach is very attractive. Like, there's a whole genre of people who love, is it called like a silver fox? Not me, but I'm not gonna yuck your yum. You know what I mean? Ain't no way Conan is giving in this quick. I know he's up to something. I know him. I know he's up to something and I can't wait to find out what he's up to.
โทรศัพท์ก็น่าจะถูกยึดไว้
What is he, a trainee? A trainee who tweeted something bad and got invited to the cold room, and then they were like, no more Twitter for you. Oh, I hate the king. I hate Rajita and the king. I'm both of their ops.
การที่คุณชลันถูกกักบริเวณนั้นนับว่าเป็นพระเมตตาของเจ้ามหาชีวิตแล้ว
I am so glad he's talking to his dad about this. Honestly, it doesn't feel like the dad and the king are on the same page a lot, so we'll have to see.
ต่อไปนี้ลูกต้องคอยระวังตัวตลอดเวลา
From like reading between the lines of this scene, I really feel that like the life of a prince and like kind of what he's trying to say is that it's very isolating. And you would think if you had someone who could make it less isolating, that would be a good thing. He seems like he cares so much about Conan. I hope we'll be able to see them develop more of a relationship throughout the show. You know, we're not... I guess this is the halfway point, isn't it? There's 14 episodes, so...
ท่านหญิง
Mira is here! We are finally getting lesbians. Amazing. Amazing.
สิ่งที่ท่านชายทำได้ มันไม่ได้หมายความว่าท่านหญิงจะทำได้เหมือน
He's a misogynist? Oh, get out of here, Chana. Get out! I thought you were a girl dad, girl boss. Oh, don't piss me off. Oh, all of the princes except Taran have pissed me off so far, I think. Chana, why are we being sexist towards our daughter?
เป็นท่านหญิงเป็นผู้หญิง หญิงต้องฟังคำพูดแบบนี้อีกกี่ครั้งไหมคะ
ก็ลูกเป็น
Get his ass! Get his ass, Ava! Sorry. Get him!
ผู้หญิงอ่ะ ลูกต้องยอมรับเรื่องนี้สิ
หญิงยอมรับ และท่านพ่อล่ะ ยอมรับหรือยัง หรือผิดหวังมาต
She ate that.
ลอดที่มีทายาทเป็นหญิง
She is spitting facts. Chana seemed very upset by that, but maybe he hasn't considered that that's essentially how he's acting. He's acting like a misogynist. If I was her dad, which I'm not, I would say to her, you have nothing to prove to me, darling. Because I would never be sexist towards my own damn kid. I would never be sexist. Because that's not the right thing to do. But, oh my god, I thought he was a girl dad. In like a good way. How is he going to take it when he discovers that Ava and Mira are, you know, playing for my team?
สัก 2-3 นาที
Shakri is a schemer too. We got so many schemers. They should have put an air tag on him or something. You know how Apple has those air tags? You can Shakri should have just slipped him one. Which that is probably illegal. Don't do that. I'm just joshing. This is the goofs and gaffs, and I apologize for my goof and gaff. I hope he finds him. I feel like he will be in the last place anyone suspects. They are not keeping him in the grounds of the palace. They are keeping him in the grounds of the palace. That is stupid. Because clearly you could find him there. I mean, I want them to find him, but...
ประเทศนี้มีโค้ชอีกตั้งเยอะ สุดท้ายคนนี้ว่างสอนท่านชายแค่คนเดียว ผมคิดว่าโค้ชใหม่อาจมีส่วนเกี่ยวข้องกับความเคลื่อนไหวของเจ้าชายรัชตะ
See, what I'm saying is that would have been 10,000 times better if they hadn't revealed that Rajita was already behind it. If they had waited till after this scene. You know what I mean? Or like till after we had like Conan's first session with the coach. And then they can reveal. They could have just moved it in the the editing software to right after his first training scene with the coach or something. I don't know. Because that reveal would be pretty after like an incident happens. I don't know why I'm harping on that one scene. Maybe it's because I like big reveals. That's probably why. Also, I'm gonna need Charan to come out of confinement. Post-haste immediately, thank you. Is he like sleeping in the hay? Charan is so interesting to me. I wish he spoke more. Because like, I want to understand his mental state more. Because in the book, we really didn't get that much about him. So I'm interested to see if we'll get more about him. This episode, it does feel like mainly a Conan episode, and that's okay. He's like, that's fine. That's, you know, what we expect every single week, right? But I would like to understand Charan a little bit more because, well, I'm wondering when he will have the switch where he decides he's going to fight more for Conan. Because obviously right now he's fighting for Conan. He's having his friend investigate Conan's adopted dad. But also at the same time, he's kind of letting the king walk over him. I wonder if something will switch and he will decide, no more, I'm fighting for my right, for my heart, and I'm going to fight for Conan, which is both, because Conan is in his heart. The way he just like lit up. Whoa. That's gorgeous. Hold the phone. Where the heck can I go? I want to go. Does anyone know where they shot this? That is gorgeous. The mountains. Oh, it's so pretty. It is so pretty. Oh my God. Wow. That's beautiful. And it sure as hell looks like a royal palace too. Okay, clearly the show wants us to be suspicious of the coach because that's why they showed us the Rachita schemer scene. But I'm also waiting for the coach to do something to make me suspicious of him because obviously we already know the truth about him, but I'm also like, is what's suspicious just that he's an asshole? Or is he gonna do something bad? Like somehow like sabotage the bow so it hurts Conan? I don't know. I'm very curious to see. Please give him a break. Good job, Shakri. Oh. Don't piss me off, Joe. Don't touch him. Yeah, exactly. Put him in his place. What the hell was that, Joe? You just kind of physically hurt him. You should not be touching Conan. Even if he was just a normal student, you should not be touching him like that. But especially because of who the hell he is, too. You should never touch anyone without their consent. Of course. Unless that is something you consent to, but in that case, it's something pre-established with boundaries that you and your partner discuss with, and you discuss consent. And there are strategies like red lights, green lights, yellow lights, you know the drill. You guys know what I mean. Consent is sexy. But this, in that case, had nothing to do with that. This was really gross and weird and boundary crossing. Chakri is so loyal. Oh my gosh, her bow is pink? I love that. Hello, Mira. Oh, she's taking it. She's winning it. She's winning it. She's taking it.
เรื่องเดียวที่สำคัญเลยเพคะ ถึงเวลาพักก็ต้องพักนะเพคะ
Mira, you are a green flag, making sure Ava takes care of herself. That's so sweet. Mira, I know what you are. Not gonna lie, I kind of miss like who the character of Mira was supposed to be. Like in the book and the novel, there was like a whole plot with the competition and teams. They aren't doing the team thing, at least I don't think they are. And Mira was on Conan's team actually. And I thought that was very cool because Conan had like this ragtag group to be on his team. But if you want to read the book, that it will be in the books. I won't say much more about that, but I think they've scrapped the team plot line, so that's why I feel comfortable talking about it. She was also a bartender, which I thought was pretty dang cool. But I do like that they're trying to give us well, who knows if we'll actually get more, but I do like that they're trying to give us more character development for Ava, and I feel like we've gotten a little bit of that this episode, although it is very kind of like what I was saying last time. But I'm excited to see how her and Mira continue to develop.
การแข่งธนูจะเกิดขึ้นในสนามจำลองเพราะฉะนั้นการฝึกแบบนี้จะช่วยท่านชายได้มากเลยพี่ค่ะ
Why do I feel like maybe I'm reading into Conan's actions too much? I feel like there's a reason they're practicing there.
ได้ข่าวว่าปกติคุณชนันก็มาออก
Oh. There's the reason my little schemer is after his future husband.
เดี๋ยวธนูที่ใช้วันนี้จะแตกต่างออกไปจากเดิมสักเล็กน้อยนะพะยะค่ะ
He messed with it. He messed with it. Oh, did he hit? No. Oh, good job. Wow. That's impressive. Good job, Conan. Chakri looks so proud. Oh! No way. Oh, something's gonna happen in his presence. Did he like poison him or something? But how could he have? Is it on the bow or the arrows? Did he poison the arrows? But he hasn't really touched them. Would it be the bow then? It has to be poison.
ท่านชายไหวไหมพี่ค่ะ
Okay, this is getting interesting. Well, I already found it interesting, but I did not expect Joe to try to poison him. This is not where I thought it was going. Good job keeping me on my toes, the next prince.
ท่านชาย
ว่าน่าจะเป็นยาพิษ
ได้ครับ
Me and Charan on the same page. Oh, and Joe ran. It was definitely him. I'm so glad Charan was there. Ooh. I hate being right, but I was right. And I'm so glad Charan was there to witness it. Oh.
ท่านชายเล็กปลอดภัยแล้วพี่ค่ะ
All I have to say is this is on you, King, because you were the one who sent Charan away.
อาจจะถึงขั้นเป็นอัมพาตหรือว่า
Well, Charan saved his life. Y'all need to give him a royal medal now.
เป็นความผิดของกระหม่อมเองพี่ค่ะ
No, Chakri, this is not on you. It's on the
ขอ
king.
โทษกระหม่อมด้วยเถิดพี่ค่ะ
เราก็คงผิดยิ่งกว่า
Good. That was on you, buddy. I'm so glad you recognize it. So, you're gonna forgive Charan now?
ขอบใจมากนะชลัน
Never thought I'd hear him say
ไม่
that.
ยกเลิกโทษกับบริเวณของเจ้า
ก็ยิ่งไว้ใจใครไม่ได้
I think he's trying to be a good dad. I really think he is. The king, on the other hand, don't play with me right now.
เราอยากจะรู้ว่าใครคือศัตรูของเรา ไม่เกี่ยงวิธีการที่จะหามาให้ได้
King, I think there's multiple people standing against you. When it comes to you, King, I'm on Team Conan, not Team King. Or are these the cells that got Joe locked up? Is Charan gonna torture him? Oh, he's already been tortured a little bit.
เรื่องความปลอดภัยของผม
He doesn't play when it comes to Conan. Sorry, he's not promising you're remaining unharmed. I'm so sorry to break it to you, sir. It's interesting that they have... I think I recognize those body shapes. It's interesting that both Conan and Charan were wearing white in that scene. I wonder if we're using some color theory here.
มีการสอบสวนโค้ดของท่านชายคณินอย่างหนักแต่ว่าได้ปิดเป็นความลับ
Okay, he looks great in blue. He looks really great in blue.
อย่าเพิ่งพูดแบบนั้นในสถานการณ์แบบนี้สิเพคะ
Get his ass pay tie. We know who pulls the strings. It's you. Even if Ramil pulls them literally, you are pulling the metaphorical strings. Can't believe I just made that joke.
ถ้ามันตายคงน่าเบื่อแย่
You know what? Okay. I see what... Ramil likes to play games too. He does. I think it's a thing in their family. Everybody is a schemer, and they love to play a little gambit. And as long... Listen, he's like, as long as he's not dead, that if he was dead, it wouldn't be fun. You know what? I see that. I see why competition is apparently fun for you, even though I know you are torturing yourself with jealousy. because you want what Charan and what you perceive Charan and Conan to have. So yes, it might be fun for you at the same time, but we also know you're crashing out. So anyways, we love that Peitai put him in his place. Okay, Peitai. He escaped? Oh, they're both keeping vigil at his bedside. That's really sweet. I wonder if this is the incident that's going to cause Charan to fight back against the king. Because I think losing him is not something Charan wants to face. Also, Nunu OST, okay. He's like, where's Charan? I felt like he was here.
ที่จริงแล้วตอนกลางคืนคุณชรันก็มาเฝ้าพระองค์อยู่ตลอดเวลานะพี่ค่ะ
Okay, Shakri exposed Charan like that.
ขอพูดอะไรออกมาพูดอะไรก็ไม่รู้ เดี๋ยวผมรีบ
I like Shakri a lot. I like him. I think things are about to get crazy. Maybe it'll be heartfelt for a while, but I have a feeling things are about to get crazy.
หญิงเป็นห่วงคุณ
I'm so glad you said something. I am so glad you said something. Shakri's facial expression is sending me. Okay, their tension's crazy. Can they break it already, please? Please.
คุณมาเฝ้าผมแบบที่ชาครีบอกจริงๆด้วยผมจำได้
That's crazy. I know that's right. He's giving in. Look at how happy Conan worked. All his scheming paid off. Conan, my main schemer. You did it. You did it. Oh, so we're feeling better enough to be silly? I love this for them.
แต่เวลานี้ยังไงก็ต้องนอน
I think Conan has different ideas of how this should be going. And let's see if his scheming... How is he going to initiate this? I'm very curious. Because clearly it's going to happen.
ไปอยู่ด้วยกันในฐานะอื่นได้ไหม
He's like, why don't you clock out and come back here? Will Charan give in? Is the real question. Oh? Charan in his head is like, remember your duty. Remember your duty. Remember your duty. Don't look at Conan's legs. Don't look at Conan's legs because you're going to fold. Remember your duty. That's what's happening.
อยากให้พี่จับตรงนี้
He's bold. Listen, Conan, I respect your game, man. I respect it. Oh, he's about to fold. I see that look on his face.
พี่จะให้เนมเป็นคนพูดเองเหรอว่าตรงไหน
Conan has riz. I think I'm right about him being a bard. And like the Dungeons and Dragons classes. He has riz. It's kind of crazy. Hello? We're just going straight to that? Okay. Listen, I respect it. Okay. He enthusiastically consented. You are allowed to cross the line. Will Charan take it and run with it? I feel like you can see on Charan's facial expression that he knows that they can never come back from this. If they cross this line together, it's not something they can take back. but I can also tell he's feeling he's gonna do it. He's feeling so conflicted, and he's going to let, in this moment, because of everything that's happened, and the fact that he wants him to be safe, he wants him very badly. I think he's gonna take this jump, and they're gonna go to a place where they cannot come back from, and they can only move forward from. I wonder if is he waiting for Charan to initiate? I mean, that's probably a good strategy. Okay, we just gotta keep watching.
พี่กับนิน
Oh, he switched. Where's the Your Royal Highness? That was him consenting. Him acknowledging that, him calling himself P and not, him saying, yeah, okay. I feel like I'm intruding. The soundtrack for this scene is so interesting because right now it's like a very, it's in a minor key, right? And it's very intense, very building. And I love that it's not an OST right now. I love that because sometimes when they play OSTs during these scenes, I'm like, we gotta stop this. But I think it's good because it helps underscore the intensity and the importance of this moment in their relationship so far. Is he? No. Oh. Oh, they're freaks too. They're freaks too. Okay. Bringing that dynamic in. Okay, I see you too. I see you too. Also, Conan's rolling with it. Okay. Is Charan a giver? I think the answer is yes. Well, chat. I don't know what to say right of it. And the soundtrack is really good. Well, things are about to get crazy. Things are about to get crazy. I just had to take a little second. Honestly, I'm just gagged. They're doing a really good job. I think the directing of this scene helps, and they're not trying to make it the direction of the scene helps. It doesn't feel awkward, and it feels as emotionally intense as the writers are wanting. I feel like the writers really wanted it to come off as emotionally intense, and I feel like it is. Also, I think I'm turning red. Because that just happens when I get a little embarrassed that they're doing a good job. What the? That's crazy work. That's freaking crazy. What? Are they allowed to show that? Interesting, the soundtrack changed. Now that they're coming together. I did not mean to say it like that. I like that they're keeping the soundtrack very... It's not too loud. It's not the theme song. What I do like about how they're shooting this is they're keeping the intensity up and not in a way that's like giving like a cringy it's not giving cringy, okay? Because sometimes NC scenes can come off as cringy when they're not directed right, when they're not coordinated right. I really wonder if they use an intimacy coordinator. Someone take one for the team and ask Crew Din. Thank you. And if not, who is directing these scenes? I'm very curious. Oh, is he shy? Conan now? Is it Charan's turn to reassure Conan? I think it is. That's what a relationship is, isn't it? That was... I'm not gonna lie, I did like that little inclusion. I think that was beautifully shot. Wow. Maybe, is it the color theory or is it the cinematography? No, because that's part of cinematography. I don't know, there's just something about the way... Maybe it's the lens they used. I don't know. Wow. That was the episode. It was a very long one. Okay. Wow. Everybody, thanks for watching. Here's my thoughts on that episode. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was a good episode. Okay, well, this is so complicated. It's like, how do you break up 10,000 things that are going on into like 4 minutes? Because I don't want to talk that long about this because the episode was already very long and I don't want to bore y'all. So let's start out with Charan and Conan. I think this was a good, like, accumulation of their relationship, or like a good pacing for slow burn, right? And there was an incident that pushed Charan to finally take that step to cross the line. I think that is important for his character development too, because something that's been so clear is that he's very dedicated to duty and to his country. And so finding that thing that made him cross the line, that finally bridged the gap and made him and Conan come together. There was no better way for me to say it. There was no better way for me to say it. Sorry. Become one as a team, because they've already been a team, but you know, y'all know what I mean. I think there had to be something to push him across that line. The king is pissing me off, Arachita is pissing me off, and Ava's dad, Shauna, is pissing me off, okay? But I like I said, I think Charan and Conan's development was pretty good in this episode. Like, it was a good, because like their story arc is going to go like this, right? And so I think it was a good conclusion to one of the plot arcs in their romance plot, which is them finally getting together and the tension breaking. Ava, we're learning a little bit more about her, but I still feel like her main thing is that you're being sexist to me, which is a valid plot for them to include, obviously, because that is something a lot, women face every single day. Not a lot, just women. Every woman faces that, right? But I'm interested to learn more about her and Mira. I feel like we need to learn a bit more. Calvin and Jay are interesting too. I feel like that was like last episode, but it was this episode because this episode was just long, which I'm not opposed to. I like a long episode. But I think it's interesting to see that I don't think Jay is going to take it very well that Calvin's a prince. But I'm interested to see how they're going to bring in Calvin and Jay into the plot line that's going on with the other ships, because the other ships are connected because they're all involved in the competition, which is going to be, I'm sure, involved in the climax of the plot, or right before the climax. It'll be its own little plot climax. But Calvin and Jay, besides the whole fact that he's a royal who's just studying abroad here, we need to figure out their connection. In the book, Calvin was a financial sponsor of Conan's team, which is how he was drawn into the plot. So I'm interested to see how they're going to draw them back. Because something that they're doing with the other side ships, Ava and Mira and Ramil and Peitai, is that they are all connected to the main storyline. I'm curious to see how Calvin and Jay are connected to the main storyline, or how Calvin is, because I have a feeling Jay is connected because I think he's sick because of the pollution that is going on in Emily, and I have a feeling, I think that's going to be part of it. Okay, what ships have I talked about so far? Conan and Charan, Ava and Mira, Calvin, Jay. Okay, Ramil and Peitai. So that was a very short scene. I wish there had been another one, but that's okay. That doesn't happen every week, right? They're a side ship, right? It won't happen all the time. But I did feel like it taught us a lot about their dynamic, and also a lot about Ramil because he clearly doesn't want Conan dead. And apparently he enjoys their little rapport, their tete-a-tete. I don't even know if that's how you say it. I think he enjoys the game, but he also is jealous as hell. But it also just continued to prove to me that Petai is someone who is a schemer. There's so many schemers in this show, and that he pulls the strings. The metaphorical strings, of course, not the real ones. Well, the real strings that are metaphorical, not the physical strings that are not metaphorical. Anyways, I'm interested, though, to see how all of these people kind of come together and collide as the plot continues to plot. And I'm interested to see, will Charan run away from what he and Conan did? Or will he be all in? Will he be all in? Rachita, count your days. That's it. That's how I'm going to end the video. So if you've made it this far, leave, I guess, the fencing emoji down below. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye.